Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays XCOM 2. First off, rotate this camera. We're picking up exactly where we left off on the last episode. Like, these people had just fired, knocked out the Chosen from this mission, destroyed our little robot friend. Except it's not nearly 2 in the morning this time. So, what should we do? Did I give you a med kit? I did not give you a med kit. It doesn't... I give Austin the med kit? No, I give Fox the med kit. Come on. Okay. So... be smart here. We're gonna finish up the rest of this mission. Why is Invicta hurt? Maybe he was already hurt when he came out on the mission, because I don't think he's taken a shot. We're gonna have Mouth go for the reload. We took out 2 turrets on the last turn, so we're definitely doing okay as far as Avenger power goes. All we gotta do is kill the last turret, or 2 turrets, as well as the mobile power generator. We're gonna give Nicholas a little heal here so he's not in a danger zone. And then Zhang is already like up there. So we're gonna continue to press forward a little bit.
Good to go.
Give some reloads as necessary. And kind of similarly, you know, we have not encountered the Sectopod yet, but we know where it is.
On your order.
I think you should overwatch just in case, but we know where the Sectopod is because the game actually sort of cheated and showed it to us. So I'm hopeful that we will, you know, just overwatch for now. Maybe get behind this. You're kind of a pistol boy, but the good thing about being a pistol boy is that you can move and shoot in the same turn. So I'm just gonna move you forward 1 tile. We might as well keep him back here so we can do high damage for now. Serious repeater.
Got the loot.
Alright. So they're probably going to get to fire the cannon. And here's our next pod. It's an Andromedan, and I am just very eager to take out all of my aggression on this Andromedan for the loss of Dragonova. Invicta has shredding ability. So does Bear. At least Bear hit. Once we... and this is why we have... Nice. That was very good, actually. This is why we have Haywire Protocol on, like, every single unit. Is so that we can create pretty much this exact situation. Well, this is your move, Mouth. This is what you do. Maybe you could move first. Or maybe someone could launch a grenade. But we're kind of, like, living in a post-grenade universe, aren't we? Let's look at Daniel first. I know Nick's gonna have a shot, but Dan's kind of like the moneymaker here. Just like him to move to a place that doesn't lead to him being on fire. And then see if he can get a shot. So he can actually get a pistol overwatch if he gets a death from above kill. Like a 63% chance to kill a Muton. 59% chance to kill a Muton. I think you go for that. It's a slightly better than 50% chance. Otherwise, he's kind of out of commission anyway. There you go. So he lived, but he put himself... He put basically Nick in a great position to maybe face off or lightning hands. Which Nick is actually ready to do, which is excellent. So, you really should not be moving your boy outside of cover. I think we'll live with it for now. So we need shreds. Invicta is a big shred boy. 55 on this guy? You see the danger, of course, is that we could pretty easily put ourselves in a situation where got no shot? Are you kidding me? Pretty easily put ourselves in a situation where we run out of actions, basically. Let's look at Nick. I kind of love going hard on this one. I really want... And actually, the real danger, I should say, is actually popping another pod. So we should be wary about that. I think you just have Fox take the Andromedan shot. It would be really nice for him to get a kill. It would be really nice for him to get a stun. He hit, which is really all we could ask for. And this actually makes me a little bit more excited about sending Nick out here. Please don't pop another pod. Presumably Zhang would have seen it, or Rob would have seen it if there was one here, so... then we use a little lightning hands to put this guy in haywire protocol level. Lovely. Okay, so now that thing can be hacked and stunned, which is essentially what we need to do to keep ourselves afloat here, I think. And then Nick can get 2 shots with a face-off, which I think is decent. 6 damage is actually extremely good, and then the muton kill. Dude, that was like a lovely turn. Actually, we should just kill the Andromedan shell, because it's actually quite easy for us to do so.
I'm going.
No hacking required. Have Rob go for the KO. Wow, that was actually, like, beautiful. I did not expect it to go this well. But they're not even going to get a chance to do anything to us here, I think. This is a big one, though. Zhang pretty much has to hit this. He hasn't moved yet, has he? So you might as well. If we're going to leave him here, which is debatable because he's completely flanked. That's all right. He got the shot as necessary. It's another 4 units down. Okay. Everybody else take another turn. There's no way that they're gonna just kill the Avenger in a single attack and like fail your XCOM campaign. It's just not. It's not video gamey. I'm just gonna keep myself like slightly spread because the Sectopod could see us and launch a
I'm on it. Come get some.
and launch an attack. Please take 50 HP. That's reasonable. It took 80. Okay. I mean, we've killed probably like 14 enemies in a chosen. Well, maybe like 12 enemies in a chosen. And 2 turrets. Just get over there. Obviously, like this... I hear more turrets, but I think they're like... One second. It's like over here somewhere. Right there. Oh, and there's an Archon right next. I don't know why we have vision of this, but... Not necessarily displeased. Ah, Dan's in a horrible spot. With no ammunition. Well, knowing that there's this Archon over here... We still have not popped this pod. The thing is, we're probably not going to be able to kill this thing on this turn. I would much rather go on this thing and knock it out quickly. Although, if there's only 2 more turrets, maybe that's a fairly, you know, sensible move for us to take. But apparently fording the river is, like, nearly impossible, so... Okay, so actually let's do something, I wouldn't say it's too dangerous, but let's do something that might trigger the Archon. The other thing is when we, because I think Nick has a shot out here in the open as well. If we blow this thing up, I'm pretty sure it'll very much irritate the Archon, and it might choose to come over here. Come over here. Like we could possibly get it this turn, but in all likelihood it's like a little bit more of a next turn sort of deal.
Whatever you say.
Which is again actually completely fine. Now because Austin has so much ammo, we'll have him go into Overwatch just as like a protective measure. Dan actually did have a shot from there, but I'm just going to have him come over to like a little closer to where Nick is, and then our remaining units just go into Overwatch for now.
I guess that'll be okay.
Again, the thing just shot, so we're kind of not in a terrible position. We might as well take as much time as is necessary, but no more than that to get this done. So, I think you really just have your sharpshooters pop off on this thing. Save your Templar. Your Templar, who, by the way, has 0 focus, which makes me very unhappy, but the Archon is upset, but not aggroed. We need someone to get eyes on the other enemies. Let's see if we can do that right here.
The forces of the occupation.
Ah, it is not just an Archon, my dudes. So Nick took a shot. This is where we start to get a little bit more concerned, might be the proper terminology. I don't know about you guys, but I think we gotta get in there. So this is a Haywire protocol. This can be wiped out with a single Sinvicta shot. I don't know, we gotta think about that guy, but we do have a Templar in there. And we got Bear. You know, Austin's probably gonna hack here. Dan, I keep Killzone back as kind of like a get-out-of-jail-free card, but we'll see how it goes. First, let's have Sin run in with a run and gun. The real danger here is popping this final pod, but I'm pretty sure the final pod is back here. But is there a slightly more conservative move we could make? Not really. We would have seen a pod probably if this would trigger it. Okay, lucky us. No, don't shoot at that. It's absurd. You can come pretty close to killing the Shield Bearer as well. It's kind of a tough call because, I mean, the Shield Bearer is a better kill, but it's only 77 with a 40% chance to crit. This is 95 with a 40, so I think you go with the move you were gonna do. Crit would be amazing. Lucky us.
Hostile target down.
The dominant characters on our on this playthrough, 1,000,000% Rangers. Like, they have been outrageously good for us. Now, this definitely should not pop a pod. And this guy has Talon rounds. Nah. I mean, the Archon is extremely annoying, so hope for the crit. Wow, it was actually a dodge. Pretty soon we're going to start to have to do a little inventory here. The thing is, we're going to go all out. We can't really get a shot on them while still being in cover. And that guy's going to get hacked, so maybe we should save the move just in case Austin's hack misses. So we really want to kill all of these units on this turn.
Whatever you say.
Which is why we're moving forward at a kind of alarming pace here. Yes, I know you have Rend, but... You got a Rend in me. What was that voice crack? You got a Rend in me. 53. We shred, so it's tempting. Starting to run the math on this, and I'm like, I'm not sure if we can actually finish the job. 44 on that guy in the back, huh? Well, I think I'm gonna take a crack at this Archon. It was a miss, I believe. Not even a dodge. Zhang still has a move. Wait, did he get a free action? That's more like it. I would much prefer to not use the Mimic Beacon, even if it costs us a Frost Bomb, which we have 2 of. I think you gotta look at this and go, it's high time for us to
Suffer my rage.
slice this guy. Ah, we should have done it from here and then... Yeah, right. I forgot we had that extra ability. Still, we gained some focus. Obviously, this is going to be parry, which is actually, like, also has deflect attached to it. I believe. And then, okay, so let's be smart now. Let's have Austin go for the... No. Let's have Kate go for it because she has, she has the Skulljack.
Friends.
And we might just be going for a stun here. We got the hack earlier, but that was against a weaker version of this enemy, so... Yeah, let's just go for the stun. And that makes me look smarter than I actually am, so I appreciate that. Thank you, game. A lot of games don't do that. Alright, so with this guy dusted, we'd really prefer not to let this shield bearer get a shot. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do about that. Suppression is not bad. If we're gonna do what essentially amounts to a bunch of Overwatch chains, we gotta make sure that this shield bearer is going to die. What is 7? Combat protocol? I think that's the right move. Sure, we would like to use that against the Sectopod as well. It's, especially without blue screen rounds. But we got combat protocol on Kate as well. We got a bunch of haywire protocols left over. In fact, maybe actually, Austin, he does not have combat protocol because he's like a full medic boy. All right, I've got my play now, I think. The play is very simple. Rob goes on Overwatch. Bear suppresses the shield bearer. This allows us to keep Mimic Beacon and Frost Beacon, or Frost Bomb, I should say. And when this guy moves, we ice him. Okay, very well done. More or less. Alright, so this turn's very simple. What we want is shredding units shoot at the mech. It's a very simple process here. So Robert, you shoot at the mech. Does he have armor left? Probably not, right? No. Okay, so now shredding units, you do whatever you want. I don't think we should have her attack, though, because of the whole robot situation. So, Sinvicta, why don't you... You got a lot of damage, so let's have you reload.
Rock and roll.
And then take a crack at this boy. It's the higher end of damage there. Malv should not shoot. In fact, the snipers should not shoot either, probably. Unless they absolutely have to. Obviously, we should have had Zhang reload there. Alright, so I see our plays now. You fire your pistol at this thing. It's gone. That's probably all the turrets. Yep.
Destroyed all of the enemy siege emplacements.
Now, next step is the mobile power generator. And driving a Chevrolet movie theater. So, anybody using a plasma rifle, it's your time to shine right now. Or alternatively, if we could have Nick take a pistol shot. Although I'd really rather have Nick reload and then move, so he can be a little bit more valuable in the coming fight. And actually, I think Dan's pretty much in the same boat, because I don't think he has a pistol shot from here. He does not, so just reload.
Ready to go.
Remember, that he's out for another turn, so
Finally.
just move Kate up a little bit. Okay, that pod, not super easy, handled relatively well.
Reloaded.
I think we've got a fairly high amount of time before we should be too concerned about the way things are going right now, but might as well continue to move forward. Not too much, but just a little bit.
Over
so we can get a beat on that mobile power generator. Which is probably like 3 or 4 turns away. Ooh, we do see this. We see these guys right around here. So we know we're gonna pop a pod. I don't know why we have so much vision of areas we should not have vision of, but let's pop it. I'm ready. Everybody more or less is reloaded. There's our generator. There's 2 sectopods. That's horrifying. I'm not ready. I regret everything. Let's just take pot shots from back here. And hopefully the explosion will weaken these guys a little bit. You might, why not, right? Units are gonna be a higher priority, but Dan doesn't have a shot?
Heading out.
It's fine, we'll handle that next turn. Sincerely, I think, why on earth would we try to get anybody closer so we're dealing with, like, multiple situations at the same time? Especially with 2 sectopods. We want to be extremely cautious about the way we approach this situation. We could haywire protocol 2, but 2 of them, I should say. It's not like a 2.0 ability. But why not just wait?
Reloaded.
Our snipers should be able to take that thing out in a couple of turns. Everybody else can just take some time to stay behind cover, even though half of our units are not behind cover to begin with.
I'm on it. I'm ready.
And get ready for the ensuing
Overwatch.
brawl that's about to happen. I don't think they see us.
Advent awaits us.
They have seen us. But one sectopod at a time is fine. Oh no. Alright.
Advent forces there.
Now we gotta be a little smarter. But hey, this is what the Overwatch were for. A stun would be exceptional. Even just doing 6 damage is fine. Bear shreds, so this would be a great hit. The Overwatches are very important here because the hits are going to determine whether or not we go for the haywire protocol or we just try to take him down, you know? So, I mean, you are just, oh my lord. Not in a great spot. Be a fair way to suggest. So, we have haywire protocols to the extreme. Kate's haywire protocol is still on cooldown. So we'll probably have Malf try to look at this and be like, what does he do? Surely you look at the Sectopod with the most HP. Keeping in mind Austin does not have a Skulljack. You gotta go for the stun, dude. Nailed it. Oh. So that means Malf is very likely to have a 45% chance as well. Which we might want to just go for a freeze or a mimic beacon or something instead. But getting one shut down is pretty nice. So then you got Nicholas back here. And you got to assume that he's better off using his sniper rifle. Dan might be better off going for a kill zone, honestly. Again, it's like, you know, not ideal. But we have to get in there. We have to do some attacks. You take the 65, because the 100 is not relevant yet. A 3 damage miss is very bad for us right now.
Okay, I'll go.
The thing with Malf is he's kind of... We wait on him. Because he can do a lot for us in the future. You know, that... We're not going to just have him reload this turn, I guess is what I mean. Combat protocol. A couple of combat protocols is actually really good. But we're more interested in getting some sort of like freezy situations done here.
On the move.
I'm looking at this though and I'm realizing probably some enemies are going to be left alive. The heavy mech, for example, is probably going to live. If we're not going to go for a stun on the Sectopod, we gotta start icing, right? So I think this is going to be our Mimic Beacon turn. So let's start dusting the Sectopod. Sinvicta took all the armor. Combat protocol still exists, which is, I think, important here. We got a 96% chance to hit that, but instead of that, what if Dan can just use his Deadeye? 58? That's a bummer. Dude, we're going for the slightly more likely hits then. It's pretty much dead on the chassis there. And then similarly, we could have Nicholas cause some problems for this guy. Not quite enough damage. Rob's gonna Mimic Beacon. Kate should probably just finish the Sectopod. Please explode and hurt your friends. Not really. Okay. What do we got? We got Bear sitting out here in the open. That's gotta change. Bear is gonna fall back. He has no shot. I thought that the target preview said he had a shot here. My mistake, I guess. Then I think Mouth.
Taking control.
The heavy mech now becomes the highest priority robot target and is probably easier to hack. 77 to stun. Oh man, that was a bummer. Still, much better to have this guy alive than the Sectopod, who we pretty much want to kill next turn. But Rob's going to end up using the Mimic Beacon. So what the heck does a Templar do? This guy's stunned, right? Because he doesn't look that stunned. We're going to generate a focus. Shame. Wave didn't hit anybody, but it's okay. This is good, actually, because we then have the parry. So we got Bear pretty much doing nothing. It's just Bear and Rob. Okay, so here's how you do it. Rob shoots a Mimic Beacon, like, in the juiciest area. It's tough because I want to make sure all the enemies have line of sight. Something like that. Looks like the best. And then Bear overwatches. Maybe you can peek somebody over this rock.
Charge, Commander. Their cannon is primed and ready to.
Nice. Okay, so these stupid Advent idiots, we are gonna get a turn of them probably mostly firing. This is Bear's time to shine, dude. This guy has armor. Shred it. Let's go. He is a shield bearer, so he's gonna be annoying, but if we kill him first, then all the shields will drop in. Oh, is he a shield? He might be. Wonderful. No missiles, please? Alright, Mimic Beacon died. Lovely. That's what we're looking for. Didn't expect that to explode. That's the shield bearer. My mistake. Okay. So this turn's... continues to be big. I think, you know, the odds are we're not going to have Kate kill a unit with one hit. So I'm going to have her Haywire Protocol this... summon an even heavier mech. And if we get it, great. But I'd rather just make sure it's stunned. Alright, so there's one unit taken out for one turn.
Let's get it.
And then we got some plays that are actually, like, fairly simple. Like, for example, this Templar 100% can kill the shield bearer. Oh, there are 2 shield bearers? The only question is there a way that we could possibly get both shield bearers to die? And the answer is an emphatic yes. This is how you do it. You send Sinvicta up. Rest assured, by the way, I'm aware of this Sectopod. You send Sinvicta up to shred this guy's armor. Didn't even have to shred his armor, he's just dead. Alright, so then what you do is you have the Templar get full focus and take the guaranteed kill on this guy right here.
This world is ours.
Alright, and she's like fully kitted now. Now, this guy, not a threat. Enemy Sectopod, an enormous threat.
Whatever you say.
Has to go down this turn, ideally. Great start. You know, we have Shredder boys, so we're gonna try to use them.
That's it, I'm out.
What's your other shot at? The mech, huh? Might consider it, but first, we need a Robert. Thank you, Robert. You tell me my boy Robert cannot get a shot on the Sectopod. That's extremely not good. There's a 3-shooter right here. Yeah, okay. So, Nick, this would be just amazing if you're able to do what it seems like you are. Oh, the other units are only in sniper range, so... still, you might as well go off on the mech. We're gonna need to kill it anyway. You might as well just bust on it. There's no reason to use the face-off shot. We can use that next turn. 83% miss. We can't be mad, because honestly, we've had... so many of those have hit. I can't be upset. We gotta find a way to kill the Sectopod this turn, though, is the thing. Malf is not the right guy to do it. Malf is the right guy to do this. Yeah, because he can't even hit the other unit. Malf, this is the most value we've gotten out of combat protocol in about 100 years. 8, please. That's 8. If my math checks out, that's 8 right there. We might be able to land a Frost Bomb.
Let's do this.
As a get-out-of-jail-free card. Let's first just see, you know... Austin, he can land the shot. We kind of don't want Sinvicta to be right next to this Sectopod now that...
Adjusting aim.
Now that I think about it. You know, like... Basically what? How could you not? You're already... You have 100% with a 20% chance to crit. That's pretty good.
We're off the armor.
So we have... Dan, not doing much. Rob... I'm gonna try something. Can you... hit... You can absolutely not hit the Sectopod. Go on Overwatch. Just in case this guy comes back to life this turn. And honestly, Dan, we might as well just keep firing at the mech so we don't end up with the same problem we have with the Sectopod. We know this thing is gonna... The cannon is gonna fire next turn.
Damage.
And it's gonna do 80 damage or whatever. Big deal. We're so close to a pretty
I can barely keep
flawless
my mind. We have to
mission
take out that
completion
gun.
here. Please move so that you get hit and overwatched. Lightning field. I have no idea what that does. He is not gonna... He's gonna move! Blade Storm. And then Robert. Robert! Yes! It is gonna explode and hurt Sinvicta, though. No, it didn't even hurt him. Okay. This could be the end of the mission. So, you know, we got snipers back here. Those are the easy money. Nah. Seven damage. On the low side, but... Daniel? Do we have a Daniel? Eight. A little better. So if this ends up working out, I'll just tell you, I mean, we got wicked lucky. That Sectopod was mishandled. And again, everyone's telling us blue screen rounds, blue screen rounds. Yeah, and blue screen protocol, whatever. Blue screen grenades. We got to get them. They're on the to-do list. We just have, like, there's a Proving Ground project, I think, that's already working at the present moment. So, honestly, the loot tends to be valuable this late in the game. The core allows us to get another free project or revitalization. Not free, but plausible. And then the, of course, just the weapon upgrades to begin with, I'm happy with, so. You're telling me you don't have a shot at the cannon from there?
Seems doable.
All enemy forces are eliminated, so we're about to finish this one off. And I think it's going to be a pretty rousing success. Sinvicta, I don't think was ever hit. I think he just started this mission wounded. And then... Oh, you got it. Nick was definitely sliced, but, you know, once the Chosen exists on the mission, what can he do? You know, he doesn't trigger reaction fire, so he just runs into you and takes a hit. Actually pretty good. I love Robert's thumbs up. There you go. Great mission. Continue. See what we got when we get back to base here. It was actually pretty easy. I think taking 3 specialists was definitely the right idea. The more robots there are. Haywire Protocol and Armor Shred, give it to everybody in the game as far as I'm concerned.
We managed to keep the
no promos though?
No, Commander, but I'm sure they'll be back. We need to keep working with the factions.
Superior Repeater. 15% chance to kill them when you hit them. That's like a super crit. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, that was pretty good, though. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.